All right. The December 10th through 2025 meeting.
Sound. He's flashing you.
Yeah, that's me. Sorry about that. Okay, start over. The December 10th, 2025 meeting of Municipal Code Enforcement Board is now called to order. Our next meeting will be on January 14th, 2026. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the Municipal Code Enforcement Board is charged with conducting hearings to determine whether an alleged violation of the city code has occurred. Decisions made by this quasi-judicial board will be based on the evidence and facts presented this evening. Our meetings are conducted in accordance with Robert's Rules of Order, and each case will begin with the city presenting its evidence on the alleged violation. The respondent will then present his or her case. Both parties will have an opportunity to cross-examine all witnesses. Board members may question any witness. Comments by both parties must be relevant to the case. Persons wishing to speak will be given an opportunity to do so by the chair and must address the board from the podium after giving their name and address. Upon request, copies of materials submitted by staff are available for review. Board members are reminded to obtain permission to speak from the chair, and questions of the city should be directed to the attorney for the city. And I also want to add that now that the meeting has started, no sidebars. Everything you say has to be on the record. Okay? At this time, I'll ask all persons that expect to give testimony tonight to please stand and be sworn in by the clerk.
Please raise your right hand and answer, I do, if you agree. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you will provide the board tonight will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? I do. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to ask board members if they've had any ex parte communications regarding any matters coming before the Code Enforcement Board this evening. If you've had verbal communications, please disclose the sum and substance of the communications, when and where the communications occurred, and with whom it occurred. If you received any written communications, please disclose the nature of the communications and provide a copy to the city clerk to be filed in the record. Starting with, I have none.
I've had none.
I've had none.
I have none.
I've had none. I've had none.
Great, thank you. Approval of minutes. Minutes for the November 12th, 2025. Have all board members received a copy?
Yes, sir.
If there are no additions, corrections, or other changes, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Move to approve the
We
minutes.
have a minute, we have a motion,
Second.
and a second by Rod. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No nays, motion carries. Very good. Okay, tonight we are going to be taking cases in semi-order. Our first three cases will be the first three cases under your hearings. So it'll be case 500052, 500076, and 500091. Our fourth case will be under old business. That'll be 500072. And then our fifth case will be 25-2041. And then we'll go back and complete the others under our new business. And then finish old business. Everybody got that?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's begin.
Case number 25-500052, City versus Wanha, Liu, and Yin Yi, for the property located at 12912 Arbor Isle Drive, number 204. This case is before the board based on an alleged violation of Section 8-137E, rental permit fee, and Section 8-134A, rental permit initial. The case will be prosecuted this evening by Fire Inspector Becky Zarella. The city has evidence that the notice of violation and notice of hearing were properly served.
Thank you.
This will be real quick. As you can see, this case is for a rental permit fee. It's come out of our risk reduction group of the fire department. They have actually come into compliance. What we were waiting for was payment. They finally paid.
Sorry, before you go on, name for the record.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Ernest Mueller, city attorney.
Thank you.
So anyhow, as I was saying, they have paid. and the department would like to go ahead and take this case off of the agenda. It does not need to be heard today.
Okay.
Did you want to call it? I don't know if you want to, we'll just call the second one and the third one then? It'll be the same here, all
Yeah,
three
yeah,
of
yeah,
these are
yeah.
paid.
Well, no, if there's no vote involved, then yeah, let's just keep going.
Yeah.
Okay, excuse me. So they're actually in compliance?
They are in compliance, this one is in compliance, yes, along with 2 and 3.
Okay, so I thought I heard you say something about they paid a fee?
Yeah, they've paid their rental fee. That's what was
Oh, okay.
outstanding.
Okay, thank you.
And there's no vote required?
It would be just a matter of it, yeah, it's complied. We're not looking for you to make a finding or anything, and I don't know if you want to make a motion to take it off the agenda, that's cool.
It's up to you.
Maybe that'll be the cleanest way, that way would that help you as far as administratively, how would you like to handle it? I think that's the big.
Excuse me, City Clerk Linda Sater. It's been published on the agenda, so it is still part of the agenda, and I will have to note it in the record. But I can just note that it is, normally, before we have a complied violation motions, that is normally done. But if you are saying they do not need a motion, then I will note that.
That's probably a good point. Why don't we, as we said, we found them in compliance, so I think the cleanest thing will be just to ask for a motion to have it removed from the, maybe remanded back to the department as being complied. How's that sound? I think that's the way to do it.
So at this time, we'll entertain a motion.
And you're ready, because we'll have 2 more like it. So,
So the first one's gonna be the toughest one. Next two are gonna be,
a motion to
yes,
remand this back to the
Yes.
department as it's in compliance.
I make a motion in case number 25-500052 to remand that to the department and to be removed from this agenda.
perfect. We have a motion, do we have a second?
I'll second that motion.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No nays, motion carries. Next case, please.
Case number 25-500076, City versus Alay Homes LLC, for the property located at 108 Mission Hills Avenue. This case is before the board based on alleged violation of Section 8-137E, rental permit fee, and Section 8-136C, rental renewal required. The case will be prosecuted this evening by Fire Inspector Becky Sorella. The city has evidence that the notice of violation and notice of hearing were properly served.
Again, the department is coming out of our risk reduction group, out of the fire department. They what was outstanding was the rental permit fee that has been paid. So again, we would ask, the department would like this pulled off the agenda. It's considered complied. So,
Same motion?
Yes. In case number, I make a motion, in case number 25-500076, I make a motion to remand this back to the department and be removed from this agenda.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No nays, motion carries. Next case, please.
Case number 25-500091, City versus Bay Area Homes LLC, for the property located at 7513 Leon Avenue. This case is before the board based on alleged violation of Section 8-137E, rental permit fee, and Section 8-136C, rental renewal required. The case will be prosecuted this evening by Fire Inspector Becky Sorella. The city has evidence that the notice of violation and notice of hearing were properly served.
again, this case is coming out of the risk reduction part of the fire department. What was outstanding was the rental permit fee. It has been paid. The department is asking it to be remanded and taken off the agenda.
One more time?
We'll do that again. I make a motion in case number 25-500091 to remand back to the department and to be removed from this agenda.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No nays, motion carries. Thank you, Ernie. Okay, on to old business. And case number 25500072.
Case number 25-500072, City versus Blue Rock Premier Properties. For the property located at 6900 Aruba Avenue. The deadline for compliance was December 10th, 2025. Fine of $2,000 per day beginning December 11th, 2025. Violations, Section 8-56A, fire alarm system not operational. Section 8-57B4, fire hydrant access maintenance. Section 8-57B1, fire safety emergency lighting. Section 8-57B2, fire safety extinguisher inspections. Section 8-57D, fire safety posting addresses. Section 8-56, fire suppression systems. Section 8-55, fire grills, and Section 8-55A2, fire improper storage. The deadline for compliance is midnight tonight.
Good evening, members of the board. My name is Cletus Squires, Fire Inspector with the City of Temple Terrace. So on this case, I conducted a reinspection with property representative on Tuesday, December 9th, at 2025, approximately 0800 hours, or 8 a.m., to reveal what progress has been made on the property. At the conclusion of that reinspection, I have several corrections that were made that could be removed as violations.
Okay.
The first being emergency backup lighting that was addressed has been repaired and or replaced. The fire extinguishers have been inspected, certified, and reissued to the proper tenants on the property. As of December 8th, the fire hydrants were inspected by Pi Barker. I revisited the property again as late as today, and they all have been recertified and tagged appropriately, stating as such. The addresses for the buildings that were missing due to whatever reasons, mainly because they're redoing, remodeling, and changing the siding out, have been reposted. The improper storage of the grills have been cleaned up. They told me that approximately 44 grills to date that they know have been removed. There's still a few laggers, but just about everything was cleaned up on the property. And they also put new policies in place. I'll let, there are a couple of representatives here tonight if you have questions about that, and notifying them and putting it in their rent leases that they're no longer allowed to have the grills. The improper storage of the combustibles underneath the stairwells have been corrected. So the two following items that remain out of compliance as of today would be the fire alarm systems, which they just started on Tuesday doing, I believe, or Monday maybe, but they're going through. It's going to take a while. They got to do the inspections to see what repairs are required. There's still a couple buildings that have no fire alarms operable at this time, but they have hired a company, once again, Pi Barker, to initiate the inspections. That work started this week, and the fire sprinklers is going to be Pi Barker as well, I'm told. And that will be initiated, I believe, on the 18th of this month to start the work. And they project, what I was told by property representatives, approximately 6 months to go through that, do the inspections, and make the required repairs. But some of those have already initiated too with the fire sprinklers.
Okay, so the two sections that are still out of compliance is 8-56A, fire alarm system not operational, and 8-56 fire suppression systems. So it's the two?
That's correct.
And the other ones are all now in compliance?
That's correct, sir.
Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, yeah, so basically 6 of the 8 violations are in compliance now, right?
Yes, sir.
That's what you said. And as far as progress, you feel comfortable that they're making adequate progress? I mean, it sounds like the 2 things that are left are longer term.
Also, they were working on site when I was there yesterday with a appointment in the morning, and also today unannounced. I also followed up on some things I didn't get to yesterday, and they were on site, the contractors that is, and working.
Okay.
That I witnessed them actually.
And you
work.
said the fire suppression systems, those is going to take like 6 months to correct. That's estimated rough time.
Right, they got to do replacement of heads. Some of the work, they don't know what it, until they get it,
And-
the properties inspected, because it's a new ownership, and they've done a lot of work. They got to see what the damage is, to see what all the repairs, and due to the size of the property. It's an estimate, 6 months, but
What about the fire alarm system not operational? Is that another, if I remember right, that's the one where they have to actually like tear out sheet rock and so forth, right, to get to the,
no, so all their panels,
Okay.
each building has an
Okay.
independent panel, is located on the outside, in a little cabinet of each building, times 78, and then the devices are inside, is what you're referring to, the house.
Oh, okay.
Inside the apartments. Those shouldn't have to be messed with for the most case, unless some kind of damage or something's happened from the tenants or whatever. It's more of getting the panels up running, power supplied to a few of the panels that don't have power supplied to them for electrical reasons, to do those notification devices inside the buildings.
so that shouldn't take 6 months, right? I guess.
Yeah, well, they got a new contractor,
Right.
so they're new to the property, and it's the size of the property, so I was asking them to prioritize the ones that are non-operational first, and then we'll get to the inspections and addressing the others as needed.
Where-
So some of them might just need a recertification, so that those could be knocked out fairly quickly. You set off the alarm, walk through, make sure it calls out, and I mean, a matter of 15, 20 minutes for the building, right?
Right.
But some of them that require work and replacing panels, they gotta order parts and programming and the computer stuff, and it could take a while.
So where I'm going with this questioning is basically trying to establish what length of time, should we ask them to come back in 30 days to report progress in your opinion? Or is it something, if this is going to take months, then should we extend assuming we, extend anything, should we extend it longer, longer than 30 days?
So I like really for you to address that, because I didn't have that. I don't know if they have an answer, but there's representatives here, if they do have an estimate since then on the fire alarms. The sprinklers, I was told, they're hoping to get them all done within 6 months for the fire suppression sprinklers.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't really have a direct answer. I think it's going to be determined on what they find, because you got contractors going in there, and he hasn't even been to all the buildings, so he don't know the condition.
I just meant, do you want them to come back in 30 days and give you a stat, and give
Sure.
I mean, is that what you would prefer?
Yes, sir.
That we get,
That'll be fine. We could do that, and
just get a status from them?
I'll do an update every month. Yes, sir.
I just didn't want to have you, you have to come up here and be,
No, I'm good with it. Right.
okay, all right, thanks, that's all
Roger,
I,
a question?
He asked this
He
question.
asked you a
yeah.
question? Great,
I
okay.
asked too many questions.
And would
That's
the
good.
respondent like to approach? Name and address, please.
My name is John Jones. Address is 6900 Aruba Avenue, Temple Terrace, Florida 33637. Good evening. I'm a regional vice president with RPM Living, the management company for the Park at Valenza Apartments here in Temple Terrace. Since our last meeting, our ownership group, our management team, and our fire protection contractor, Pi Barker, have made this a top priority, and I'd like to briefly walk you through what has been completed and what remains. There were, as I mentioned, 8 main violations. As of the walkthrough with Inspector Cletus Squires yesterday morning, he has indicated he is prepared to sign off on 6 of the 8 violations, which include the fire hydrants, fire extinguishers, posting of addresses, emergency lights, barbecue grills, and improper fire storage. The 2 remaining open categories are the fire suppression system and the fire alarm system. Both of these are under contract with Pi Barker and the work is underway, but due to the size and scope of the project, parts of that work could not have been completed by today's date. For the fire suppression system, so far we have completed underground valve replacements in several buildings, restoring water to those fire suppression systems. And Pi Barker has completed sprinkler system deficiencies in 3 buildings identified in the report. Currently in progress, there are approximately 600 painted or corroded sprinkler heads that must be replaced. Pi Barker is under contract and has advised an estimated duration of 120 days to complete this work across all buildings. For the fire alarm system, we are addressing both the infrastructure and the annual testing. So far, we have completed installing new outdoor breaker panels, new breakers, whole panel surge protection devices, and new wiring for multiple fire alarm panels. We've completed trenching and conduit work for the building's fire alarm panels, and we've replaced batteries and restored systems to normal in several buildings. Inspector Squires has been receiving these updates directly from our project manager and has joined us for on-site walks to verify progress. We have also adjusted how we manage this process going forward. RPM Living has incorporated these annual inspections and system checks into our corporate compliance calendar so that they cannot be missed. We have standardized vendor onboarding for life safety contractors, and ownership, management, Pi Barker, and our electrician now have recurring meetings and written progress reports so that deficiencies are tracked to completion. Since our last appearance, we have closed 6 of the 8 violation categories, with Inspector Squires prepared to sign off on those, and executed contracts and started work on the remaining 2, with a contractor provided timeline of 120 days to fully complete the sprinkler head replacements and remaining alarm work. Because of that, we are respectfully requesting a 120-day extension to allow Pi Barker and our electrician to complete the remaining work with continued oversight from Inspector Squires. We are asking that in recognition of the complexity of the remaining work, that this case remain open, but accrual of the daily fines be suspended so long as we remain on schedule and provide regular updates to Inspector Squires and to the city. We are committed to finishing this correctly and to ensuring that Park at Valenza remains in full fire life safety compliance going forward. I thank you for your time.
Thank you. Well, thank you for your progress, and just a quick question. The 120 days that you referred to, is that calendar days or work days?
That is work days.
Work days, okay. Any other questions?
Yes.
Go ahead.
You're asking, do you have any problem, like checking every month or every 2 months? Because this is, as you see, it's an important case, especially with these remaining. I mean, you solved a lot of them, and I know we appreciate hearing that, but you think you can, I'm gearing towards, with my colleague here, maybe 60 days, every 60 days.
I don't know. I think that, I'd like to see him come back every 30.
Well, that's,
Ernie, you want to say something?
Well, I was just going to say the same thing. I think an update each month would be good to know how many buildings are done.
Okay.
I mean, we're talking about the sprinkler system and the alarm system, which
Yes.
are
Those
really
are
key.
very
So I
important.
think you guys will want to keep tabs on that. So
Okay.
my recommendation would be 30-day
I
update.
agree with you.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion.
All right, so
Thank you.
I'll take it. So in case number 25-500072, I move that we extend the compliance date until January 14th, 2026.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
Motion is second, any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, no nays. So you've been given an extension until next month. You'll have to come back and see us next month, and we'll go through this process again. And at that point, you can ask for another extension. There is never a guarantee that you will get one, but you have every right to ask for one. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Next case, please.
Case number 25-2041, City versus John D. Cronin, for the property located at 8722 Corral Don Court. This case is before the board based on alleged violation of Section 8-102 roofs. The case will be prosecuted this evening by Code Compliance Officer Doug Allen. The city has evidence that the notice of violation and the notice of hearing were properly served.
Thank you. Before we continue, The next case on my list is 0402. Is that a case or
No.
my list wrong?
No,
Yeah, you
that's,
said we go back
Did we do that one already?
No, we're doing it after this one.
after this one. You mentioned.
Because it's reversed on my list.
yeah, so, yeah, you said the fifth one was 25-2041.
And the sixth one was 0402.
Okay, all right. Floor is yours, sir.
Well, thank you. Doug Allen, Code Compliance Officer. This case was originated by me on May 14th, 2025 for a tarped roof, which indicates that the structure is not being maintained and kept in good repair, which may cause dampness into the walls or interior portions of the residence. I left a door hanger with a reinspection date of May 31st, 2025. The property owner did contact me on May 23rd, stating he was working with a group to provide assistance in repairing the roof, so I granted an extension to my reinspection date. My reinspection on October 2nd showed no change, so I generated a notice of violation on that date with a reinspection date of October 29th, 2025. I posted the notice of the property, and a copy was posted at City Hall on the electronic board for the 10-day requirement, and copies were mailed, both certified and regular mail, to the address of the owner of record. My reinspection on November 21st showed no change, so I prepared a notice of hearing on that date, and the case was scheduled for the December Municipal Code Board meeting. This time, I'd like to submit photographic evidence taken by me on October 3rd and November 24th, 2025.
We'll accept that, thank you.
There you are, sir.
Thank you.
Exhibit number 1 shows the posting of the notice of violation. Exhibit number 2 shows the tarped roof, and exhibit number 3 shows the posting of the notice of hearing. The resident did reach out to our department on December 1st, stating that the group assisting him was close to beginning repairs but had not begun. The site is not in compliance, and I'm seeking the roof.
Good. Any questions for the code officer?
Yes,
Go ahead, Rod.
Go ahead, Rod.
yes. Is there a leak? People still living there, right?
Yes, sir, I believe it's occupied.
Is it in any way that you see it's endangering, or just an appearance of the neighborhood appearance?
I would have to assume it, from what we can observe, it's just the neighborhood appearance.
Yeah, okay.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I have. So if I can remember what I was going to ask. I can't remember now. Anyway, never mind.
Never mind. Any other questions? Thank you, sir. The respondent is here.
Yes, sir.
Would you like to approach?
Good evening. I'm John Cronin. I'm 67. I own the house outright. Unfortunately, because I'm self-employed, I don't have economic track record that I can point to and say, I will have this much money. So even though the house is owned outright, I can't take equity on it. I can't borrow against it. You'd be surprised that nothing can happen. So 14 months ago, I applied to the county through the owner-occupied housing rehabilitation program. And they okayed that in July. They assigned a contractor to go through, inspect, change the roof, do other repairs as needed. And they recently changed the contractors. They assigned a different one. The process was dragging out because there's also a very large oak tree in the backyard that was damaged during Hurricane Milton, and it's in the process of falling over. It's caught on the neighbor's tree, and unfortunately a crane is required to remove that. And so getting all the contractor bids in has slowed the process down. I have letters from the program indicating that they're ready to reinspect and get their bids together to make this happen very shortly.
Are those letters something you want to submit? Into
Yes,
evidence?
please. Be happy to.
Give them to Ernie. So you've got two issues. You've got the tree issue, and then you've got what you're here tonight for is the roof, right?
Roof and the tarp.
Now, do you know whether or not the recommended repair is a total re-roof or just a repair?
It's total re-roof.
Okay. And do you have any idea whatsoever when they might get started?
They were supposed to contact me within the last week, and I think it's falling on me to contact them and push, and saying that I've appeared before you should be a little extra to push them along. They want to do a whole series of things at one time to bring the house up to where it should be. So it is happening. It's just taken 14 months to get to this point. So
Do you think something can happen within the next 30 days?
I believe so.
Any other questions?
I'm just gonna,
Go ahead, Bill.
oh, he's,
No, I do want to keep, this is a copy.
Yeah, in effect, that would be, this is the same one.
So they changed contact points, personnel. Yeah,
So this isn't a dated letter?
that's a Veda. Yes, that's the dated.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
And this is-
so when you say, you reference they, you need to push forward, that you're talking about the county rehab
Yes,
program?
owner-occupied Housing rehabilitation program.
Okay, so there's no contractor involved or anything yet at this point to actually do the work?
Correct,
Okay.
correct.
And you have a contact person there?
I do, Veda Virgil at 813-248-3977.
Okay. Any other questions?
And the contact person, this was just changed last week.
Okay.
So, believe me, I'm looking forward to having a new roof.
Sure you are. Any other questions? If there's no other questions, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Good.
In case number 25-2041, I move that the city has proven by the greater weight of evidence the following violation of the City of Temple Terrace City Code exists on the property located at 8722 Coral Dawn Court, with the applicable violation, Section 8-102, subsection 13, subsection C. This motion is based on the sworn testimony this board has received from the Code Enforcement Officer, Doug Allen, along with any other evidence, including photos, affidavit, and a notice of violation of which received and entered as part of the record of this hearing. I further move that said violation be corrected on or before January 14, 2026. If the respondent does not comply with this order on or before that day, they are ordered to pay a fine for each and every day the violation continue past the date set for compliance. Upon considering the following factors: the gravity of the violation, any actions taken by the violator to correct the violation, any previous violations committed by the violator, I move that the fine be $25 per day.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion?
I didn't hear that whole thing, sorry. How many days did you give him?
Until January
January
14th, 30
14th.
days. Our next meeting. No further discussion. All those in favor?
I wanted to mention something. He's going to use us to put pressure on them. So that's why I did not want to, you know, if he had a contractor and the contractor said, oh, I'm going to be done in 2 months, I would have moved to 60 days. But let's put the pressure on them, and then he can always come back and ask for extension.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No nays, motion carries. So your property has been found in violation. You have until January 14, 2026 to bring the property back into compliance, which means the roof. Should there be hiccups or whatever, problems with it, you come back on the January 14th to our meeting. At that time, you can ask for an extension. There is no guarantee you will get an extension, but you have every right to ask for one.
I understand. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Have a good night. Next case, please.
Case number 25-0402, City versus Gordon Patel and Vishnakumar Patel for the property located at 12112 North 56th Street This case is before the board based on alleged violation of Section 12-986, signs maintenance. The case will be prosecuted this evening by Code Compliance Officer Lori Smith. The city has evidence that the notice of violation and the notice of the hearing were properly served.
Thank you.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, board members. Lori Smith, Code Compliance. This case originated proactively on January the 24th, 2025. My inspection revealed the marquee business sign was in disrepair. At this time, I left a door hanger with a reinspection date of the 31st of July, 2025. My inspection on October the 15th, 2025 revealed no change. Therefore, notice of violation was prepared with a compliance date of the 30th of October, 2025. Affidavit of service was obtained by hand delivery to store manager Sarah Pani. At this time, I'd like to submit photographic evidence of the violation taken by me on November 19th, 2025.
We'll accept that. Thank you.
Thank you. Exhibit number 1 shows a damaged marquee business sign at the location. As of today's date, the site remains out of compliance, and I am seeking a ruling.
Good. Any questions?
Yeah, just curious, have you had any contact with the owners? Have they?
Yes, as a matter of fact, as of today, I've had contact. They've tried to make some repairs to the business sign. It is not in compliance. They've used some duct tape and some like snipe sign type of material to try to fix this, which is definitely not the material that was there prior to the hurricane happening. Hence, I opened up the case in January, and the length of this, now we're in December, got damaged during the hurricane. I gave them plenty of time to try to get that resolved, with supplies being limited and people having to really hard pressed to find things. But again, I spoke with him today. I let him know that it's not in compliance, and hopefully, if the board's willing and to give an extension, hopefully they will have this done in 30 days.
Great. Any other questions? I think you have a question?
Yeah, I didn't understand. Did he ask you to ask for extension or?
No, he didn't.
No, there's no extension.
He didn't
Still in
ask.
violation.
It's a new case.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, but it's still in violation. Nothing has been done. It's not satisfactory to you.
It's
That's it.
definitely not satisfactory, which I explained that to him today. He called his boss, and I let his boss know that that was definitely not in compliance with repairs that were currently made to the marquee business sign. It's not in compliance.
Any other questions? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion.
Got it.
Thank you.
In case number 25-0402, I move that the city has proven by a greater weight of the evidence the following violations of the City of Temple Terrace City Code exist on the property located at 12112 North 56th Street. Section 12-986, signs maintenance. This motion is based on the sworn testimony this board has received from the Code Enforcement Officer Smith, along with any other evidence, including photos, affidavits, and the notice of violation, all of which is received and entered as part of the record of this hearing. I further move that said violations be corrected on or before January 14th, 2026. If the respondent does not comply with this order on or before that day, they are ordered to pay a fine for each and every day of the violations. The violations continue past the date set for compliance. Upon considering the following factors, the gravity of the violation, any actions taken by the violator to correct the violation, and any previous violations committed by the violator, I move that the fine to be $20 per day.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion?
Yeah, just curious why you came up with 20.
I wasn't quite sure how the board was feeling, so I started with a low number so we could have a dialogue at this point and kind of take the temperature of the board.
Yeah, just for consistency's sake, we've been doing $25.
25, okay.
But I mean, I don't,
One at a time.
if you want 20, I'm okay with that.
I personally think, given how permissive and generous Officer Smith has been, higher number is probably more appropriate, but I just wanted to get us to this point so that we could have this dialogue. How do you feel?
I was thinking $50 per day.
That's, yeah.
Because to fix the sign like this, it's a very simple operation, and it would not have went through and try duct tape and And I think it's also maybe covered by the insurance if it's a permitted sign.
We're well over a year.
Yeah.
We're what, 14 months since the hurricane?
Yes. So it's,
Well, this
should have been
started,
done.
I think in July, I think was the first time you were
Yeah.
out there, so. Go ahead.
Well, I concur with Rob as well too. I think that was a good baseline. I was wondering about that too. I actually jotted down $50, but thinking, how would the board feel? But I agree, $50 is considering the gravity of this.
yes.
Mr. Chair, may I amend my motion?
You certainly may.
Okay. Counselor, do I amend starting at the top or just the fine?
Just amend the fine amount.
All right, amendment. I move that the fine to be $50 per day.
Whoever seconded it the first time?
Oh, second.
Second, okay, great. We have a motion, we have a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, no nays, motion carries. Next case, please. Bless you.
You ready?
Case number 25-3116, City versus Yossi Israel Kafan, for the property located at 5116 East 122nd Avenue. This case is before the board based on alleged violation of Section 12-861E6, Fences Appearance. The case will be prosecuted this evening by Code Compliance Officer Lori Smith. The city has evidence that the notice of violation and the notice of hearing were properly served.
Before you start, I just want to remind Councilman Chambers of the time. The time.
It's 7:30.
It's now 7:45.
No, 6:45.
Oh, my watch is off. Okay. All right, good, I'm glad. We're ahead of schedule. I thought we were behind. So happy to hear that. All right.
Good evening.
Sorry, Louis, go ahead.
That's okay, sir. Good evening again, Mr. Chairman, board members. Laurie Smith, Code Compliance. This case originated proactively on August the 1st, 2025. My inspection revealed the front chain link fence in disrepair. I left a door hanger with the reinspection date of the 19th of August, 2025. My inspection on September the 17th, 2025 revealed no change. Therefore, a notice of violation was prepared with the compliance date of the 17th of October, 2025. No one was at home, so I posted the notice letter at the front door and requested copies be sent certified and first class mailed to the owner of record. I also requested a copy be posted on the electronic board for the 10-day requirement. At this time, I'd like to submit photographic evidence of the violation taken by me on September 17th, 2025.
Accept that, thank you.
Exhibit number 1 shows a notice letter posted at the front door. Exhibit number 2 shows the front chain link fence in disrepair. Exhibit 3 and exhibit number 4 also shows the front chain link fence in disrepair. As of today's date, the site is not in compliance and I am seeking a ruling.
Good, any questions?
Same one I had before, is that have you been in touch with the?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I met with him this morning, Mr. Snelling, and he let me know that he was a little bit confused as far as what fence that needed to be corrected. He has chain link fence on the property as well as a vinyl fence. I explained that in my notice of violation and my narrative specifically stated chain link fence. We went over what needed to be done on the property as far as maybe trying to salvage some of that fence. Just some poles maybe would be needed. Possible he could get it straightened out, but if he could not, then that portion would need to be replaced. So I expressed that to him this morning.
Any other questions?
Is he, can I?
Go ahead.
Mr. Chairman, can I speak?
Yes.
Thank you. Is he cooperative?
Oh, yeah, he's definitely very cooperative. I just hadn't heard from him before. I've been in this zone for 7.5 years. This individual knows me, and I know of him, just by being in the area and this being my zone. I was just a little bit, I wish that he would have contacted me, before, the day of the hearing, and said something or asked for, clarification as to what needed to be done, because I certainly would have met him anytime prior to today.
So he agreed, if he's found in violation, he's going to work on it and fix it? Okay.
Yes, Yes, he said that he would definitely repair or replace it, whatever needed to be done, but he would definitely get going on it. As far as today, he would get moving on it.
Okay, great.
Okay, any other questions? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion.
All right, I can,
Got it?
unless somebody else wants to do one, no?
It's all you, Bill.
All right. So in case number 25-3116, I move that the city has proven by a greater weight of the evidence the following violation of the City of Temple Terrace City Code exists on the property located at 5116 East 122nd Avenue. This motion is based on the sworn testimony this board has received from Code Enforcement Officer Lori Smith, along with any other evidence, including photos, affidavits, and notice of violation, all of which is received and entered as part of the record of this hearing. I further move that said violations be corrected on or before January 14th, 2026. If the respondent does not comply with this order on or before that day, they are ordered to pay a fine for each and every day the violation continues past the date set for compliance. Upon considering the following factors, the gravity of the violation, any actions taken by the violator to correct the violation, and any previous violations committed by the violator, I move that the fine be $25 per day.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
That motion?
Motion and a second by Rod. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No nays, motion carries. Next case, please.
I think regular cases on that.
No.
We got one more.
Oh, okay, you're right,
Case number 25-3640, City versus Abel Mino Lopez for the property located at 5307 Rainbow Drive. This case is before the board based on alleged violation of Section 8-102-13B, MH, exterior walls, and Section 8-102-13C, MH, roofs. The case will be prosecuted this evening by Code Compliance Officer Danielle Batt. The city has evidence that the notice of violation and the notice of the hearing were properly served.
Okay, before we continue, hate to do this again, but my copy says 8102 subsection 3C, not 13C. So which one's right?
Not only.
This one up there is roofs as well. It's just a typo.
It'd be 13C.
13C? Okay, so I had a typo on mine. Okay.
Just missing one.
Yeah, mine too.
Which one?
So it's A102-13B, A102-13C.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, I'm Officer Batt with Code Compliance. This case this evening was initiated by me on September 11th, 2025, in violation of the City Code's ordinance. The code sections are 8-102 subsection 13B for the keeping and or maintaining of a dwelling with peeling, chipping paint on areas of fascia, and 8-102 subsection 13C for a tarp on the roof indicating damaged or improperly installed roof which may admit rain or cause dampness in the walls or interior portions of the dwelling. A notice of violation with a compliance date of November 1st, 2025, posted to the property, requested for posting in City Hall on the electronic board, and sent both certified mail and regular mail to the address of record on October 2nd, 2025. A reinspection was done on November 19th, 2025, finding the violation continues, so a notice of hearing was posted to the subject property, requested posting to City Hall on the electronic board for the 10-day requirement, and sent both certified mail and regular mail to the address of record on November 24th, 2025. As of my last inspection on Monday, December 8th, 2025, the property was still in violation. At this time, I would like to submit evidence for case number 25-3640, supporting the case and asking for a ruling.
We'll accept that, thank you.
Exhibit A is going to be photos of the violation from October 1st, 2025, which initiated the notice of violation being issued. Exhibit B is going to be photos of the violations on November 19th, 2025, initiating the notice of hearing. And Exhibit C are photos of the violations on December 8th, 2025, prior to tonight's hearing.
Very good. Any questions?
Yes, so which one is showing the damaged fascia? The
Exterior wall.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Oh, you get it, okay. Yeah.
Gotcha. And have you had any contact with the owner?
Not with the homeowner. Actually, last week I received an email from an attorney with the homeowner. So I responded letting them know about tonight's hearing because it was already served. And they are not present.
Yeah, I can see that.
Great. Any other questions? Go ahead.
Yes, the home is occupied by the homeowner.
As far as I know,
Okay. It's not like a rental.
I haven't talked to anybody or had any.
Nobody talked to you.
Property's homesteaded. Property's homesteaded.
Any other questions? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion. Very good.
In case number 25-3640, I move that the city has proven by a greater weight of the evidence the following violations of the City of Temple Terrace City Code exist on the property located at 5307 Rainbow Drive. Where am I? Violations being Section 8-102 13B and Section 8-102 13C. This motion is based on the sworn testimony this board has received from the code enforcement officer, along with any other evidence, including photos, affidavits, and the notice of violation, all of which is received and entered as part of the record of this hearing. I further move that said violation be corrected on or before January 14th, 2026. If the respondent does not comply with this order on or before that day, they are ordered to pay a fine for each and every day the violations continue past the date set for compliance. Upon considering the following factors, the gravity of the violation, any actions taken by the violator to correct the violation, and any previous violations committed by the violator, I move the fine to be $25 per day per violation.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
It's per violation.
Oh, wait,
so-
no, let's get, we need a second first.
Sorry.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second that. I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Rod?
Yes, usually we combine it, just say $50 per day, but, you know, just not to make it confusing, and it'll get more attention.
Any other discussion?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, it seems like it's kind of the same violation, right? I mean, it's,
Station on the roof?
well, it's on the roof. I mean, I don't know.
Well, it's two different contractors.
Two different
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Two different
Two different
ordinances.
contractors.
You don't think the same, but it doesn't
Well,
matter
it
to me.
depends on the company, but it would be a carpenter and a roofer.
Yeah, so,
I mean, I'm not opposed to changing it, but it was just, usually.
Yeah.
They haven't contacted her.
Right, you're
They've
right.
done nothing.
yeah,
So, maybe a little more,
yeah, you're,
a little extra might move them a little bit.
I'm good with that.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, I'll enter, okay, we already had the motion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No nays, motion carries at $50 per day. Okay, that finishes up our new business, on to unfinished.
Okay, so we did, excuse me, City Clerk.
I agree. I was a little confused.
Per violation.
The motion was for 25.
The motion was 25 per violation.
Violation for
Per
total.
day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, the motion was, so it would be $50
so total
total.
$50.
And Rod didn't like the extra language of 25 per violation. He wanted to just be a flat 50, and the math works out to be the same.
That's fine.
That's why I seconded and agreed on it.
There was much ado about nothing.
But it'll be a nicer way of telling them, they'll see the $25.
Bottom line is $50.
That's true.
Are we clear?
Aye, Captain.
Okay. On to unfinished.
Case number 25-2420, City versus 8.
Sound. You have a flashing light.
Yeah.
Sorry. Case number 25-2420, City versus 8727 Equity Group LLC, for the property located at 8727 Overlook Drive. The deadline for compliance was extended until December 10th, 2025. Fine of $50 per day beginning December 11th, 2025. Violation Section 10-4B1, nuisance diminished value. Deadline for compliance is midnight tonight. Case number 25-2841, City versus Terrace Oaks Homeowners Association Incorporated, in care of West Coast Management and Realty Incorporated, for the property located at 10325 Council's Way. The deadline for compliance was December 1st, 2025. Fine of $25 per day began December 2nd, 2025. Violation Section 12-901, pools, duty to maintain. Affidavit of compliance was received December 2nd, 2025. Case number 25-2866, City versus Terrace Oaks Homeowners Association Incorporated, in care of West Coast Management and Realty Incorporated, for the property located at 10325 Council's Way. The deadline for compliance was December 10th, 2025. Fine of $50 per day beginning December 11th, 2025. Violation Section 12-620, Stormwater Discharge Control, and Section 12-619E, Stormwater Enforcement and Legal. Deadline for compliance is midnight tonight. Case number 25-2930, City versus River Park Community Association Incorporated, for the property located at 7788 Rosewood Garden Loop. The deadline for compliance was December 10th, 2025. Fine of $25 per day beginning December 11th, 2025. Violation Section 28.840E1, Community Buffers, Good Repair. Deadline for compliance is midnight tonight. Case number 25-29999, City versus Edison, Yesu, Jamelo, Montora, for the property located at 11002 Ridgedale Road. The deadline for compliance was December 10th, 2025. Fine of $25 per day beginning December 11th, 2025, to replace 13 trees and lump sum of $4,200. The violation 12-763 tree removal penalty and Section 12-768 tree removal regulations. The lump sum of $4,200 was paid on December 5th, 2025, but the replacement of 13 trees remains out of compliance. Deadline is midnight tonight. Case number 25-3673, City versus 7608 North Sanibel Circle, LLC, for the property located at 7608 North Sanibel Circle. The deadline for compliance was December 10th, 2025. Fine at $25 per day beginning December 11th, 2025, and a lump sum of $100. Violation Section 12-763 tree removal penalty and Section 12-768 tree removal regulations. Affidavit of compliance received December 2nd, 2025, and the lump sum of $100 was paid on October 15th, 2025. Case number 25-3709, City versus Retz and Von Hoff, for the property located at 423 South River Hills Drive. The deadline for compliance was December 10th, 2025. Fine of $50 per day beginning December 11th, 2025. Violation Section 8-102-13K, MH Hardware Screens. Section 10-3B, Sanitation Grass, Weeds. Section 10-34, Sanitation Premises Clean, and Section 12-860, Outdoor Storage Equipment. Deadline for compliance is midnight tonight. Case number 25-3736, City versus Vernon Milton, for the property located at 5417 Rainbow Drive. The deadline for compliance was December 10th, 2025. Fine of $25 per day beginning December 11th, 2025. Violation Section 12-922, Parking Commercial Vehicle in Residential Area. The deadline for compliance is midnight tonight.
Good job, thank you. Any other board action? Anything to report on liens? Okay. New business. I just want to first, I think everybody got one, but thank you for the Christmas card, and Merry Christmas to all of you. We won't meet again until next year, so Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. And just wanted to also take this opportunity to say that it's really been a good year for us. You guys have done a fantastic job, them and you. I think Rod finally gets it.
Rod finally gets it.
Oh,
Yeah. You are compliant with,
Yes, sir.
with the rules of the board now.
I did have one thing to share tonight. Last week, we, at City Council.
Mike. There you go.
Last week at the City Council meeting, we presented the new short-term rental ordinance. The second reading will go next week, and hopefully it'll be passed through. That's going to bring a whole new portion of the ordinance and things that we're going to be inspecting along the way. It's going to include aspects from the fire department as well as code compliance. Going into the new year, as we're building this program, we're going to, at some point, conduct training for everybody. So we know what we're getting into, we know how to affect these things to drive compliance through the city. So more to come on that. I just want to let you know that's coming in the new year. And that goes for my team as well. They're going to be getting training.
So this is a modification to the rental program?
No, it's completely separate. It falls under a different Florida statute.
Okay.
So it needs its own program. But
But
with that comes.
it's still inspections of rental housing, or no?
The inspections are going to be very, very similar, but it just falls under a different statute.
But is it for the rental housing program?
No, sir, it's for the short-term rentals.
Oh, for the short-term rental?
VRBOs.
Gotcha,
Airbnb,
okay,
short-term
gotcha,
rentals,
okay. And that's going to be your purview and fire departments?
Yes, it's going to be a joint venture.
Oh, wow, awesome,
It's going to be pretty cool.
okay. If there's anything that you think that we need training for to hear those cases, please get with Ernie. We'll set aside either an hour before the meeting starts or a half hour, whatever you think you might need, before one of the meetings, once the program's in place.
Definitely.
To get all of our board up to speed on what to expect.
Definitely will. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
And if I can just add on that, just so you know, if that passes, the effective date of that ordinance will actually be July 1st, 2026. That allows everybody to, for the, our risk reduction people and our code people, and get all the stuff in place before it goes into effect. Because I think they'll be bringing in some software to try and track this and everything else, so it's just gonna take some time, but,
Awesome.
so the training will come sometime before July 1st.
Okay. Great. Something else for you guys to do. Awesome. Okay, anything else from anybody? Okay, we are adjourned. Thank you.
Motion to adjourn.